So I want to go back to your origins and just like making music. So I did a little bit of research and I saw that you used to play. You're a drummer, turned bassist, turned somewhat of a producer and engineer, doing everything on behind the board. So tell me a little bit of the story of how Drew Banga became Drew Banga.
Man, typical church kid story.
Okay.
Honestly, like grew up in church, was surrounded by the creativity of the music scene that was in the church and stuff. So I was playing drums at 5. From there, life went on. I was still playing for drums for my church for forever, honestly, up until I was like 17, 18. And then when I went to OSA, Oakland School for the Arts, it was just too many drummers there. And it felt like competition. Not in the sense of, oh, I think they better than me, but I was just like, it's too many of y'all. Like, I wanted to just have my own thing, my own musical instrument to play. So I switched to bass. And then that's when like my whole musical world kind of changed.
Gotcha.
And then got out of high school, made I Am Suing Them and 108K, and then that's kind of like when I pivoted into the whole production area of like what I'm doing now.
Gotcha. And so you played bass for them too, correct?
Yep.
And you went on tour with them as well?
I went on tour with them a couple of times, but the biggest tour we went on was the G-Eazy one, the Bass of the Universe. And it was us, E40, him, Jay, it was just a whole big Bay Area cast of folks.
Gotcha.
And
so
then,
you traveling around everywhere with the Bay. It's
exactly.
Like y'all show up
like
together.
5 buses back to back on the road. I was like, dang, this is stuff you would be seeing and hearing all these rock stars doing. I was like, I'm doing this now. It's kind of tight.
I got you. So how was that experience, like being like the younger one, or like, you know what I'm saying? Just like that's an experience that some people dream
I for sure
of.
being like little bro my whole life.
Okay.
So it's like being older now is hecka funny because I'm like little brother everybody still. So it's like, it was cool though for sure. Like everybody was cool, most definitely. But like experiencing that at a young age, because I was like 22. 23 on tour, I was like, bro, what? Like, what is this? Waking up every day in a different city is a like culture shock for sure. Because you go to sleep in DC and then you wake up in Maine, and you be like, bro, what? Where are we at? Time zone's crazy. It's like it's a whole other level of jet lag because it's like you sleeping in this like on a bus on a bunk bed at that. So it's just totally different.
Got you. That sounds. And as a bassist, do you think that is what helped influence your like? You definitely have a sound that's way different than other people, especially in the Bay Area. You feel like you being an adequate drummer and an above average bassist has like helped you make your production even better.
Yeah, I feel like it gave me like a left approach to some of the things. Like I don't approach everything the same way, and then the program I use to make beats, people don't use it as often. So like I use Reason. So it's like not too many people use that. It's hecka funny because it's like Reason, Logic.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, but it was like I use that, and then people be like, "What? That's so old." Like, and it's like sweetest technology. Like it's made for techno music. So it's like, but then it's so many people in the industry that don't use it. Maybe like, nah, it's Reason.
Got you. So it definitely gives you a different advantage, different perspective on things. I got you.